Hello and welcome to Jewellery Rescue. I'm Kat and I'm a girl on a mission to rescue and recycle the world's unwanted jewellery. Today we're going to be diving through a huge bag of charity shop broken and unsold bits. We'll be looking for things that I can upcycle or restore and resell in my eBay, Etsy and retail stores. If you're new here, please do consider checking out the channel and subscribing. And of course, if you like what you see, drop me a like below. Let's get straight into it. Oh, there's all sorts of interesting looking things in here. I can't wait to dive in. We've got some boxed things. There's some things in new on cards. There are also some little baggies. So let's get straight in. What should we go for first? So let's see this intriguing. Oh, it's an earring. Wow, that is a pretty big pair of earrings. These look handmade. They're just wrapped with some material, but very fun. Those will probably go for resale. I love this little daisy here. This is a vintage clip-on earring. No markings, nice enamel. I wonder if we'll find its pair. I'll put that to one side. Another clip-on here. No markings on that one. Nice 80s looking one. And this looks like parts from an elastic bracelet that has popped. So we'll put those to one side and I can restring that. Oh, look at this. Lovely vintage beaded brooch. It's lost a little bit of coating on some of the beads, but I still think somebody would like that. I don't think I'll cut it up. It's got the safety clasp. What do we think? 60s maybe? Very cool. Costume bracelet. Can't tell if that's new or vintage. That'll probably just go into a bagged lot. It's just a cheap earring. We've got some earrings on cards here. These are just plain cheapy studs. What I do is I take off these backs off them when they're new and I just use those in my retail shops on the sterling silver ones. These ones are lovely and sparkly and look like they're probably new on the card. I'm not sure if this is an earring or a wine charm because you can use these for both. Rosemary. Those beads will just come off and be used in a children's workshop. Pretty hairpin that will go into pre-loved. This looks like a nice vintage pin. It's got one missing stone there, but that could quite easily be replaced. And it's got a safety clasp, that's quite pretty. That's a button. So I have got a little jar that we're popping buttons in that will go into there. That's just a basic plastic stud. This is interesting. It looks like an Indian piece. It's costume. I wonder if it would have had bells or something hanging off these. It's on a clamper. That'll probably go into a job lot. Costume stud. That's a fun costume earring. Pretty sure that's not going to be a real stone. Mind you, it's cold. It might be a howlite. We'll see if there's a pair and they'll put them on new hooks if there is. This is interesting. Oh, that was obviously a brooch at some point and it doesn't have a safety clasp, so it looks like it's quite old. It needs a good clean up and it's got a bit of verdigris. Perhaps I would turn that into a pendant if I can clean that verdigris off. It's got really pretty green glass stones in it. Oh, that's pretty. This is modern but to look vintage and it's lost some plating sadly. I think that will have to go into craft. Ah, here's the other one of these. So those will go onto fresh hooks. This is interesting. Looks like a tourist piece. Oh, sadly coming apart there. That's a bit of a shame. I'll have a look at that, see if I can fix it. If not, we'll reuse the beads. Here's another one of these. I wonder if they might have been a set of wine charms. We'll have to see if we can find any pairs. This looks like another popped bracelet. Those will have to go into craft because they've lost their plating. And just a cheapy earring. This is a pretty vintage necklace. Really lovely orange glass. That's quite unusual to see orange. Are they glass or are they plastic? Those feel like plastic and those feel like glass, oddly. Strange to mix them together. And it's broken. It just needs a restring. Pretty beads though. Look at this pretty chandelier earring. These were really popular in the early noughties. Had quite a few myself. And a costume ring that is missing some of its stones. 80s stud. Oh look, there's more of those stone earrings. There's a rose quartz one. What's this one? Can anyone tell me? Don't know what that is. Whoops. I expect we'll probably find another one of those. Those are really pretty. I'll probably just pop the hooks have gone a bit gross, but they just need a little clean and go onto new hooks. And they can go into my retail shops. There's more of those. This has just caught my eye. How fabulous is he? I've never seen anything like him before. So he's probably an 80s enamel. Is he a dragon or a snake or a bit of both? He is really cool. I hope we're going to find his partner. I'll pop him to one side. These little glass screw-ons, what does that say? It looks like they say rigmeliu or pygmeliu. I need to look that up. Sweet though, aren't they? They're like those stones that you put into vases. That's the other one of those costume stud hoops, and there's another one of these pretty hair accessories. This looks like a Links of London, but probably isn't. Do you remember we had one that was Inks of London? That's definitely not. It's got horrible plating loss on there. Shame. That's probably one to craft with. Ah, here's the other daisy that we found earlier. Those are really cute. I like those. And we've got a bit of pink shell. I don't know if you saw in my last video, I was looking for one of these, so I'll have to see if that's the right size to fix that other pair of earrings that was missing one last week. This goes with that other set. What have we got wrapped around it? That'll all go in as a set together. And then this necklace was caught round it. Oh, I think that's a Claire's one. It's just got a little heart on it. Plated one that's lost its plating. This is a nice vintage beaded necklace. I think they're shell that's been dyed. Really pretty beads. It's broken and it's missing its clasp there, but that could be restrung, or I can use the beads for something else. This one I've definitely had in a bag before, and I can't remember if we had its partner. I do find with this charity shop sometimes, I don't know whether they leave things upstairs, but sometimes I find a pair in a subsequent bag, so I always put them single ones aside and try and match them up after. We've got another costume ring that's missing gems. There's a nice glass cabochon there. I wonder if we'll find what that came from as we go through. There's a pair of vintage clip-ons here that say something. Japan on the back. Pretty beaded ones. Costume bangle, it's missing a star. Missing a crystal rather. The other one of those. And another ornate button. Look at that. Wonder what that would have come off. Jacket or something? Or on a shoulder? Don't know. That's going into the jar. These beads are pretty special. Look at these. It's broken, all broken at the bottom there, unfortunately. But these are beautiful bright glass beads. It just needs a good clean. I'll probably pop those into the ultrasonic. And look at these Millefiori ones. They are so cool. Love those. So I'll make rings and earrings and things out of those for sure. Love those. There's a bit more vintage glass here. Look at that chain. It's gone completely black and rusty. But I will cut the glass free from there. There's some nice red and orange ones there. Aren't they lovely? Let's see. There is a mark on the back. Let me see what it says. Oh, they're Coro ones. So those will be a resell for sure. That's just a costume one, but they can go on new hooks if there's another one there. I've got more bits of this broken stretchy. Gosh, that's seen better days, hasn't it? Might be able to hammer that back out if there's another one, put them back together. There's a brooch here that's missing whatever was on it. Not the cabochon we found before. Bit of shell there that's come off a popped bracelet. I expect we'll probably find some more of those. That's a pretty clip-on. No markings on it though. Wow, look at this one. That's all lost its plating as well, unfortunately. Ah, we've got some silver, finally. These have got a 95 silver on here. What do you think of these? Have they missed a little drop on them? They look like they're probably new. And maybe just missing a little crystal or a little faux pearl. Or are they like a Christmas bauble and they should be that way up? Let me know what you think. It's a piece of something. I'll keep the crystals from those. Another lizard brooch. I've had quite a few lizard brooches in lately. He's missing a couple of crystals as well, unfortunately. I do need to do a job lot of broken brooches. I've got quite a few of them. And that's a stretchy that's all popped. And another pretty brooch that's missing crystals. Another bit of that. There really is quite a lot of broken stuff in this one. Another one of those. I'll go with the set. And there's a cross here. A set of rosary beads. It's got an Italy mark on the back, but it's not silver. I think it's probably pewter. It's got some really pretty Aurora Borealis beads on it though. They're lovely. And a nice quality chain. I think that one probably does warrant listing separately because it's really pretty. Lovely one. And we've got another one I can see here as well. More of the AB beads. Aren't they pretty? And across this one is plastic, I think. Yeah, plastic rather than glass, but still pretty. We've got a frog to go with the lizard. He's also missing stones. Excuse my watch buzzing in the background. I forgot to turn it off before I started filming. I took it off, but I didn't turn it off. This is pretty, but missing loads of stones, so that'll have to go into craft, or I might cut out those little sparkly beads. And now this one we definitely had in the last bag. How funny. So I shall reunite that with it. Great big hoop. And another one of these. Somebody must have had a really fancy hairdo for something. This is pretty. I suspect it's probably missing a ladybird or a bee or something from there. Shame. Oh, there's another one of these. That's cute. Oh, look at this little snake ring. It's a costume one, but it's really cute. What does it say on it? Oh, it's just Cavalli. So it's a designer one. He's cool. He has got some plating loss, but that is worth looking up to see whether it's got a resale value. Like that. Look at this lovely vintage cross. It's got some nice blue glass rhinestones in it. And that will be made into a pendant, popped onto a new chain. That's really pretty. This great big sparkly thing I think will go into craft. Let's just release this earring from it. It's an unusual earring. Let's see if the other one's there. Oh, that's really cute. Little snowflake. That is intact, although it's obviously come off something. I'll pop that to one side because perhaps that could be secured to something else, or we might find its original owner. This looks like a belly dancing set, doesn't it? With bells on. It's probably a brace or 2 anklets maybe, and a... don't know. Oh yeah, it's all caught up. It's probably a set of anklets. Those will be listed as is. There's some really gorgeous turquoise glass beads. These are just like the ones that I use to make my teeny tiny hook and stud earrings, but they're bigger. So I will have a play with those because I think those will make really nice earrings. They'll probably go in the ultrasonic for cleaning as well. Another chandelier type one, but I think that might be past its best. We shall see. And another one. I wonder if this is somebody's collection of them. Oh, and there's another one of those pinky shells on there as well. And this looks like some kind of seed pod or nut or something. Handmade pair of earrings. These are lovely glass. Are they milk glass? I don't know. I keep meaning to research milk glass because I don't really know anything about it other than that it is white glass. This is very heavy, definitely glass. If you've got some insights, let me know in the comments. This is part of a bracelet or something, or possibly a necklace. We'll see if we can find the other bits of that to fix it. Oh, I love him. Look at this little fishy. He's beautiful. Been made with pieces of shell. Its hook's gone all horrible and rusty, but he can just be cleaned up and go onto a new hook. Hopefully there's another one. If not, I'll make him into a little charm pendant. Gosh, there's lots of bits here, isn't there? And we've got lots of bags and boxes to look through too. Another interesting drop. A pair of sparkly studs, clip-ons rather. That's a nice costume ring, but it's lost its plating. Hoopy ones. And more of these lovely beads. Another bit of that broken bracelet. Right, now that I've released it from the tangle, we have a little bit of treasure. This I can see is silver, and it's just got a broken chain. So I'll see if I can fix that up. There's a 925 on the clasp there. Really pretty little choker style necklace. What is it with body jewellery? Look, we've got another piercing one. Had quite a few in the last one. Oh, now this looks like silver as well. bracelet this time. And we have got a 925 mark on there, it just needs a really good clean. That's a sweet little one. What else will we find? Another chandelier. That's the other one of those hearts we found earlier. Another one of these. Do you think they were bridesmaids or something and they all had the same? Quite possibly. Ah, how funny. From the same shop, I have had these before. And I had them in a different shape as well. They sold really quickly on Etsy. I hope we find the other one to those. I've got another broken brooch. This shop gets lots of brooches in. They've always got a pad of brooches under the counter with lovely things in. That's a nice handmade dangle earring. And that's its pair. Yay! Vintage sparkly brooch. That needs a little bit of attention, but I think this just needs straightening out, so I might be able to do that. We'll give it a go. It's got a really pretty sparkle. Well, that's the other one of those we found before. And there's another pair of beaded ones. A pair of vintage clip-ons. Another little sparkly brooch. I wonder if there's somebody's collection of vintage brooches. That's just a cheapy bit of chain. Oh, it's glasses. It's a glasses chain, but I might use that for something else. What is this? That has the look of silver. Let's check it with the magnet. Not magnetic. Have we got any marks? There are no marks on this, but I think it is likely to be silver. And it probably was a charm bracelet that would have closed with a heart padlock. And it's got a little safety chain on it as well, which was perhaps a more modern edition. So that's a nice little find. Definitely some treasure in here. Another belly dancer one that will go probably with a lot. This sadly has passed its useful life. Really horrible plating loss. I don't know if you can even see that. Yeah, that one's gone. Past saving, I think. Another pretty brooch that's missing stones. Look at this little chap. It's an elephant, and I think he would have been a ring. He's not silver, unfortunately, so not really much to be done with that one, sadly. And another bit of that one. There's quite a bit of craft in here today. I don't throw anything away, really, apart from the odd, horrible backs and things. I try to reuse as much as I can, so in some way or another. If you keep an eye on my shorts, I show my transformations in there, things I've been working on. But I'm really busy making loads of stock at the moment, so I don't have time to video everything. But it is all being used in one way or another. This is a really pretty handmade pendant. It's got a snapped cord, but we've got some rose quartz and some amethyst on there, so I'll reuse those drops. Some glass beads, those will just be reused for other things. Nice purple colour. Stretchy Links of London style bracelet that's popped. I'll probably just use the charms off of that one. Sad little leaf. I had one of these in my last video. I get these all the time. I'll reuse the chain from that, and attached to it is these lovely glass vintage beads that will be reused as well. And there's some more pieces of them that's obviously befallen a nasty accident at some point. But they're lovely sparkly glass beads. Another belly dancer one that somebody's ended their belly dancing career. That one's got rust on it, sadly. And fun. I thought this was a broken brooch to begin with, but it's actually a focal from a necklace. So that can be reattached onto a chain. Bit of vintage fun. Some costume stud hoops and a screw back. We haven't found the other one of these, have we? He might have to become a pendant. This is interesting. Somebody's put it on a hair slide. Look at that. It's costume and it's missing a stone, but it is fun. And we'll use that to make something else. Some screwback chandelier earrings. And the other one of those. Now, didn't we have this one in a previous unboxing? I feel like we did. And I will reuse those little shells because they make really sweet charm pendants. I'll pop that aside and find its partner. Another one of those we found right at the beginning. Oh, look at this elephant. He's lovely. He's not silver. But he's on a horrible bit of cord. I will move him onto a chain. Somebody will like him. Costume necklace. That'll probably go into pre-loved. More chandelier style earrings. There's the other half of that daisy bracelet. And there's another one of these. I wonder if they came off studs. I could just glue those onto new studs, couldn't I? That's an unusual long earring, but it's all broken. So I'll probably just take the beads off that one. Whoops. More of these bits. These are pretty. What stone do we think that is, people? It's a deep red. Garnets, maybe? It's not on a silver chain, though. It's in the sort of liquid silver style. Pretty. Let me know if you've got some insights into that one. More of those glass beads. I'm just going to pick up all of the little studs that I can see are just costume, so that I don't have to bore you with them all. Okay, these are all just costume, cheapy, nasty studs. Nothing really to write home about, so I won't waste your time going through all of those. There's a nice pair of clip-on faux pearls. And these are quite pretty too. Oh, that's lost its spring, sadly. Nice sparkle on them though. This one I think is a real pearl, but there's only one, sadly. And this one is really pretty, but again, only one. There's a nice little handmade one there with a rose quartz and an amethyst and a citrine. Oh, that's really cute actually, it's a little flower. I can't remember if we picked up one of these before. That's on a sterling hook. I need to go back through the tub and see if we've already got them. There was this, which has got pretty freshwater pearls on it, on brass. Nice handmade bracelet. And these, possibly hematite. Not sure. A green stone. Oh, there's the other one of those. So I'll just clean up those hooks probably. So, I don't think there's anything else to write home about. Oh, this one I was going to show you. How cute is this tiny little brooch? Really sadly missing its other bit there. But it wouldn't have come to me if it was complete, so I can't be too sad. Okay, I'm going to sweep these out of the way and then we'll start on the bags and the boxes. Right, so I've tipped some of the smaller bits into a tray and we've got the bigger bits here to have a look through. Ooh. Looks like we've got some loose beads. Look at the colour on those. They'll make a beautiful Christmassy bracelet, if there's enough. There's only a few. Must have come off a bracelet to mix those with something else. Wow, these are lovely. This is all hand beaded. They're just from H&M. Handmade in India. Aren't they beautiful? I like those. Oh, we've got silver leaf earrings to go with that necklace that we found earlier, although that was gold. They'll go onto fresh hooks. Funny little fabric stud. These are interesting metallic beads. They're like a cat's eye, but they're on metal. They need a really good clean. And the clasp was broken there, but I might see how well those clean up and see if they can be restrung or made into something else. These are lovely handmade glass beads. Those will probably be made into earrings. What's in this little box? It's from R. Salisbury and Sons in Guildford, the County Jewellers. I suspect these probably didn't come from the County Jewellers. Handmade beaded ones. Those will probably go onto new hooks as well. What's in here? These look like jewellery findings. There's a pair of studs in there, some backs, and then these look like new clasps for bracelets. So those will definitely be used. Pretty artisan dichroic glass pendant. It's on a ratty old cord, and that can go onto a chain. Another cabochon. Didn't find where that blue one we found, where that went from. Perhaps we still will. Well, that's pretty. Costume, but it's got a really lovely look about it. Again, that's on a horrible cord. It just needs putting onto something fresh. Some feather earrings. Nice bit of amethyst. These probably look like they all come from the same place because they've been knotted in the same way. That just needs a fresh one as well. And a gemstone, which I can't remember its name. Nice green one. Let me know in the comments if you know. Another cabochon. And another cheapy stud. Lots of costume in this one. Lots of broken brooches and things. I'm intrigued to see what's in the boxes, so we'll look at those next. It's been a very busy week here. I don't know if you noticed we hit 1,000 subscribers last week, which was so exciting. Thank you so much for subscribing and joining me. A very exciting day. I'm looking forward to sharing lots more with you in 2024. These almost have the look of silver, but they're not. They're costume. Fun though, aren't they? Quite like those. More of these glass. And a shell. This has got some pretty beads on it. It just needs to be cut up, and I'll use the usable ones and get rid of these metallic and fabric ones that are past their best. It's a sweet bit of coconut shell there, carved into a heart. I think this is somebody's collection of corded necklaces. Another bells, I might put that with the belly dancer ones. And another cord. Oh, another one of those studs. I think we found where the green cabochons came from, a pair of studs. And loads more faux pearl studs. Drowning in faux pearl studs. I was thinking I'd do a craft project with them. Whether I'll get round to it, I don't know. Oh look, this is similar to the rose quartz one we looked at earlier. In fact, it's exactly the same construction. I'll fix that up onto something new. And a vintage, oh no, it's a stretch that's lost its stretch. These are fun, look, little leaf earrings. Those can definitely go onto new hooks. This is constructed quite nicely, but I don't think it's gold. It's not magnetic, but I don't think it's gold. No. That's an interesting one, isn't it? I don't think it's got a partner. And then there's these. And these ones, oh, that's quite nice. I thought that was going to be the partner for this one, but it's not. I think they may have to be partnered up because they don't have a partner. Perhaps it's a set of mismatched, because that looks like that one. There's a shell. Those are pretty. Those will go on new hooks for the summer. 80s ones, but they're covered in verdigris. That's an interesting one. I might just take this part and make that into an earring. And there's that one. Another stud. Oh, we found that one before, didn't we? And that one. That's fun. I think this must be somebody who had a collection of mismatched earrings. One of those. There's some more body jewellery. I've never had body jewellery until recently. I've had a bit of an influx of it. I think I might have to sterilise them and put them into a job lot or something. Oh, there's the other one of those. Another pair of 80s style studs. Lost their plating. No markings that I can see. Let's just check behind there. No markings, but some verdigris. Lovely. Right, let's see what's in here. That's a very pretty bead. That would go with the ones on that bracelet that we looked at before. I think that these are all just costume bits and bobs. I will save what I can. There's a nice glass bead there. Look at that one. It's like a love heart sweet. There are quite a few pairs in here. Oh, I like these ones. Those are really cool. I'll put that onto a new hoop. There's two of those, and there's another one of those. And there's the other love heart. And the other glass. Wow, that's a lovely sparkler. That looks like it's been rhodium plated. It's very shiny. It's got a 925 back, but I don't think that's the back for it, interestingly. Just get it in focus for you. Very pretty. More costume. I like that one. Like an arrowhead. There is two of those. That's very pretty as well. That looks like it's probably come from the same set as the other one, no markings. And there's its pair. And then there's the pair for that sparkly one. These ones look like silver. That's got a 925 on the back as well. But the thing you have to watch out for is you don't know whether the backs were the original ones when it's pre-loved earrings. So I'll have to test those. And the rest is just costume. Oh, those are cute. Look at that one. I think that was probably a set of the three. They look like department store earrings. Really pretty though. That one looks like silver. That one possibly silver. Yeah, so I've got a bit of testing and cleaning to do with those. Right, let's see what's in these boxes. We have a watch, unbranded. It's a digital face in an analogue style. I haven't seen that before. I wonder if that might have been a giveaway or something. It looks like the sort of thing that you could have sort of branded for a company do or something. Or it might have been a free gift. Oh, these are pretty. That just needs putting back on its hook or onto a new one. Flowers set in resin. This one was the one I was really intrigued to look in. I don't know what's going to be in here because it says in aid of NHS charities together. Could be hearing aids or something. So let's see. It was only priced at £2 and obviously didn't sell. So let's see. Oh no, it's looking good. Art Metal Ernest James. It says in the top there. The thank you pin in aid of NHS charities, a symbol of our time. So the NHS, for those of you that are outside the UK, is the National Health Service, who look after us here in the UK. So this is about NHS staff working hard through the pandemic. And it looks like this was a thank you pin. It shows you how it was designed and made. How gorgeous. I've never heard of this or seen one before. It was given in 2021 by the looks of it. Let's see if it's in the box. I do hope it's in the box. 2 boxes. Oh, look, it's beautiful. Look at that. It's not silver. Obviously, these must have been mass produced. But it's been really, really nicely done. Love that. What a little find. Well, we didn't have a ton of silver today, but I think we've got lots of things to work with, lots of beads, lots of vintage things to be restored. We did find those 2, the bracelet and the necklace in silver, and probably quite a few silver studs as well, and this possibly silver chain. We didn't find the other one to this or to this, which is a real shame, but as I said before, sometimes they turn up in subsequent bags, so keep watching, make sure you subscribe and watch the next one. We'll see if we can find them. I'll pop some videos up on the screen for you to watch next. Please don't forget to hit that like button if you've enjoyed today's video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.